Boy, it's about a good 40 degrees, you hear me? And I wanted to make this video. I wanted to chop it up. I wanted to talk to the youth, the young woman, the young men. Even if you old heads out here moving like this. But hey man, God bless America, dog. Yeah. But hey man, love. Hey, to each his own, bro. But I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna bring some common sense to the table. And if you want to eat, you could eat. If not, you could leave starving, you feel me? But hey bro. If y'all wearing them AirBuds, bro, I got one. I had a pair. I ain't gonna lie. I recently had a pair, and I was just noticing how that shit was frying my brains, bro. It was literally frying me, and it was making me tired. Y'all probably became immune to this shit, but see, this is my AirBud right here. You know what I'm saying? I normally like to use these when I'm working out. You know what I'm saying? But due to wearing these AirBuds, bro, man, I swear to God, bro, it was like the pipes busted or something in my ears and shit. Cause I had so much earwax. Like I was just digging earwax out, bro. So these earbuds, I don't care if you got AirPods, anything Bluetooth, anything wireless, bro, and you sitting it in this ear, you sitting it in that ear, bro, it's frying the middle of your damn brain. You base Hey bro, AirBuds is basically air fryers. You got an air fryer in the left side of your ear and an air fryer on the right side, and you baking yourself with negative electricity, negative radiation. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you ain't supposed to be sticking this fault in your ear. It shouldn't be blocking and pushing your earwax back. Two, it shouldn't be melting your earwax. So if you got melted earwax because you wearing these bitches because they overheating in your ears and shit, think about what it's doing to your brain, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like we are the greatest forms of technology to ever exist. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need a lot of things that they pulsating and pushing on us because everybody won't be down with the Jetsons or look fly. But the whole time you know what I'm saying, you sinking. You ain't flying. You hear me? But like I said, man, to each his own, bro. I'm not using these no more. I don't use them no more because I gotta go buy a bottle of peroxide, warm it up a little bit, dilute it halfway in water, and I'm gonna shoot that in my ears, bro, to push out any wax that probably got pushed further in my ears that probably would have ever happened naturally. You understand what I'm saying? Because the wax supposed to come out our ears and climb out our ears once it build up. I noticed that since I was a child, like being in elementary. I just always look at people's ears and I could tell who don't clean their ears and shit because their earwax was climbing out their ears and shit. Now you wearing these earbuds and shit, that shit pushing the wax in your ears. You know what I'm saying? Clogging your ears up in an unhealthy way. So you're gonna have to go to the doctor and they're gonna have to pull that wax out. So you creating jobs for them. You know, they creating new cancers and diseases and trials and tribulations so they could give you new solutions in their favor. You feel me? Like I said, to each his own, bro. Everything that's hip and that look cool and that's technology ain't what it is, bro. Because the more you rely on technology, you know what I'm saying, and it's changing the structure of your eardrums. That's another thing because you ain't getting no customized earphones, earbuds like they got now, and I still wouldn't go with them either because they customize them to go so deep in your ears. And to think about if this shit was to explode in your ears, bro, or it was an overheat, a set fire in your ears. You know what I'm saying? Let me explain something to you. I was charging my phone up one day and I was listening to music. Boy, I swear to God, 10 minutes past, I was asleep because these headphones. And I was trying to wake up and I couldn't. Like my body was fighting it, bro. But it was like these headphones was doing something inside my body and it was shutting my system down. And I was like, oh hell nah. You know what I'm saying? It really took for me to fight to get up, bro. It was like, hey, welcome to the 2.0 sleep paralysis. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a witch sleeping on your chest with these motherfuckers in your head, in your ears and shit. You feel me? And you know, yeah, the only thing positive about it is that it's wireless and you can enjoy your little tunes and shit. But on the back end, You know what I'm saying? For that pleasure, you really destroying yourself. You really causing more harm. And that's what I had right there for the AirPods, the AirBuds. You know what I'm saying? Just utilizing this technology, bro. Like even your cell phone, bro. You don't want your cell phone on your body, and you don't want it that close, and you don't want to be on it as much. Like, bro, I should not have no more than 2 to 3 hours worth of cell phone uses a day. Period. I'm cutting my shit down. Like my mama and them used to have was like, you can only be on that goddamn computer for 30 minutes a day, and I ain't gonna have you on it every day. You know what I'm saying? Everything in moderation, to each his own. But if you love your body, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you this, bro. Yeah, they got a lot of science and technology right now. I ain't playing with that shit, but you can't buy no new ear. You can always buy some new headphones, wireless, wired, whatever, however the route you want to go. But you can't buy no new eardrums. You can't buy no new ears. So, I mean, if you want to go sit up and get cut up in somebody goddamn Dr. Miami office, that's on you. But take care of what you got, and it's gonna last longer. You know what I'm saying? We sticking these things in our ears, and oh, this the most vital one of them all, right? I know this might sound it can also happen with wired headphones, right? But you gotta realize this is a Bluetooth device, bro. I remember last time I was listening to these motherfuckers, I remember I was listening to a song, and I swear to God, I heard somebody talking loudly in the background over the song, but that was not involved in the song. So it was like I was getting two frequencies and I was listening to them at one time. And I was like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they could be playing secret messages in your subconscious. In your subconscious. You could have went to sleep happy, everything. You woke up mad the next day. You know what I'm saying? Because these things is pulsating all type of negative messages and radiation and electricity inside your brain through your body. Frying this. Once this motherfucker fried, it's over with. I forgot what commercial or what video I saw one day, but it was like, yeah, we creating all of this technology, and we got y'all keeping y'all heads in these screens and in these squares, and we just fucking making y'all brains in the mush. And I mean, they literally doing it, bro. And people enjoying it. It's a slow kill for people. They enjoying it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, to each his own, dog. And then on my second one, I got, hey, y'all motherfuckers love smoking Febreze. Y'all motherfuckers, hey, I'll go smoke a cigarette before I go smoke a goddamn vape pen. Or I'll go smoke a battery. Y'all smoking. Did, was you ever with your uncle, your parent, or your grandpa, or your daddy, you heard me? He took you outside to go change the battery, and you saw that blue shit corroded on top of the battery. You know what I'm saying? Think about all of that shit corroded on top of your lungs. This is they creating a new type of lung cancer for y'all, bro. Y'all smoking for breeze sticks. Y'all smoking for breeze, bro. Let me tell you this. Peter Parker with a pole. I'm Peter Parker with a pole. Hey, have you ever seen Miles Morales smoke a blinker? Have you ever seen Miles Morales smoke a vape pen? I didn't watch Spider Man all the way. I ain't watched that Spider Man all the way. But the part I watched, I ain't never see him smoke no. I ain't never see Toby Maguire smoke no blinker. I only seen Popeyes pop the can of spinach. And spinach ain't good for you neither. You hear me? Hey, bro, you see how they created all of these different scenarios, the boxers and all. But yeah, bro, stop smoking them filters, man. Stop smoking those crayons. Stop smoking those Febreze sticks. Stop smoking those goddamn cologne sticks. You know what I'm saying? Perfume sticks and shit, bro. For real, it smell good and shit, but you got to think about what it's really doing to you, bro. And then the crucial, like, okay, I could see if it was fired. You gotta look at the way that things are fired, right? Wherever something burn or something, that's what you engulfing. That's what you eating. Like for example, I cook with a lot of gas and oil and alcohol and shit, right? And I gotta make sure I don't cook it too close under my fire. And then I gotta watch what materials I'm using because it could cook in my fire, even from the vapors, right? The vapors could seep in my food. Now, if I got it covered up, that's a different story. But realize at the bottom of the pot, what I'm using as a flammable material is still seeping through that metal, through a chemical weight. You understand what I'm saying? So as these chemicals get released, as you take a hit from this acidic ass battery Febreze fucking air freshener ass pen, you feel me? All that's coating your insides and going inside your insides, bro. Uh, I'm not gonna be honest with you. I didn't try to vape before. You know what I'm saying? I didn't had a vape. Not a. I didn't had like I had a CBD THC vape pen. You know what I'm saying? And that was powered by the batteries, right? In a way, I would have to hold a little power button to heat it up and shit. Like you could taste the THC, but it was like that second hit. Like you could like, yeah, nigga, I'm getting high off of battery juice. I'm getting high off of battery fires and ambers from the battery and shit. And it had that hit, and I was like, It was like, yeah, nah, this ain't it, bro. I rather smoke a blunt and shit. And I only had that because I was on a cruise ship. You know, you can't bring none on no cruise, you heard me? But I still wanted me. So, you know what I'm saying? Me and my partners and shit, I had got a couple vape pens and shit with the THC in it, and it was hitting. We was lit, we was stoned, bro. But the only thing I didn't like about it, you know, you could still taste like the battery simmering in your mouth type shit. You got like a metallic taste. And I didn't like that. So I ain't never get down with it. I say if I'm a partake, I'm gonna just burn this shit regularly with a regular fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the physical change is different from a chemical change. Even though anything that burns is a chemical change, what you gotta realize, the more chemicals you utilizing to burn something, that's way much more of a chemical change that is happening that cannot go back to its physical state, right? Let me explain this. A cigarette, you're using fire, okay, using a gasoline part to light it up, you know what I'm saying? That butane is going to travel through that lit it part, because that's what lit it, unless you use a match. Now think about what lights uh that glow stick, that smoke stick, that Febreze stick, a battery. So you inhaling fragments of a battery, and over time, you didn't probably smoked half a battery, smoked a whole battery, smoked a whole double A battery, smoked a whole triple A battery. How many vapes you didn't hit? You know what I'm saying? And they got you, bro. This is the CIA. This is the government. This is the DEA, bro. This is you becoming an unwitting collaborator, bro, to kill yourself slowly, to enjoy yourself for pleasure. Because sometimes pleasure can heal, and sometimes pleasure can kill. And this type of pleasure that they got, they trying to kill us, bro. And I'm making this for the kids. I'm making this for the youngins. You know what I'm saying? Because the universe did test me one time and I failed. You know what I'm saying? I was down bad like a motherfucker, and the universe tested me, and I failed. You know what I'm saying? And the universe tested me a couple times and I passed, but the last time the universe tested me, I failed. You know what I'm saying? I was down bad. I ain't had no cash on me or none of that shit. And then it was one of the youngest. I think he probably like 17 or something like that. He pulled up in a van. You know what I'm saying? So I thought, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was young, but I thought he was legit type shit because he pulled up in a whole van, picked me up in the van. He was like, "Hey, bro, you could you know what I'm saying, grab me a vape or something with the whoop, because they don't want to let me back up in there no more with the whoop." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, dude probably got kicked up out the shop with the whoop, because I know how they be in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? They try to treat us bad and shit. And they could try to cheat you out your money. You tell them about themselves, but they'll no, don't come back. No, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? That gaslighting evil ass shit. So after I bought the vape for dude and shit, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out, dude was young. You hear me? And I was like, damn, dog. I was like, hey, bro, yeah, I fucked up and I bought you this vape, dog. But look, this shit not good for you, bro. You don't need to be smoking that shit, bro. If anything, you can smoke some cannabis, bro. He was like, nah, rock. I gotta stay focused with you. You know what I'm saying? My nerves bad and shit. I was like, all right, bro. I'm like, I ain't gonna do this no more. You know what I'm saying? Because the universe tested me, and for the money, and I'm down bad, it wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? I sat back and I thought about it, and it made me feel bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that was the universe testing me straight up. Like, hey, is you looking out for these youth, for the youth, or is you looking out for you? And I ain't gonna lie, at the time I was looking out for myself, which means whenever you look out for yourself, you really ain't looking out for nobody, because what you need for self gonna pass. But with the collective need, with the consciousness of the youth, you know, that's gonna be here. That's gonna be down the line. You know what I'm saying? And what we do with our actions, gonna teach them. So me making this video, yeah, it helped a little bit, but it really helped when I'm walking past one of these fucking smoke shops and one of these youngers asked me like, "Hey, bro, can you buy me a vape?" You know what I'm saying? Like the first time I told motherfucker like, "Nah, bro, you don't need that shit, bro. You smoking battery acid," and he didn't get mad. He just asked the next person. He got it from them. You know what I'm saying? But at least you know, you could slow it down. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta bring you to the lava. I could bring you to the water. If you want to drink lava, I don't know. I mean, after smoking on vape pens, that's probably the only thing you could drink with your throat scratched up and ripped up from them chemicals and shit. But like I said, I'm not perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? I partake in things and stuff people might not agree with. But like I say, don't do what I do. Don't do what I do. Don't do what you see me do. You know what I'm saying? Just take heed to my words and just better yourself. Every time I drop a message and shit, this is for you to better yourself, bro. I done went through so much pain, shame, guilt, trials and tribulations. Some was positive rewards, some was negative rewards. But it ain't gonna make no sense for you to repeat the same shit I went through. Cause I'm not gonna be like the old heads that came before me. I might not be sitting in front of you on the motherfucking porch telling you this shit, but it might just come across your screen. You know what I'm saying? But I knew it was 20 minutes about some dare shit. Don't do drugs and shit. But yeah, bro, don't smoke them vapes, bro. Don't fuck with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You do better go and get you some cannabis or something. I don't suggest you smoke anything to be real with you. You know, especially if it ain't a habit and you're not doing it. But yeah, man, stay away from these new cancers, bro, that they make it look beautiful and look good and look cool and shit. You know, I don't want to make this video longer, bro, but just like some of the toys and shit, bro, they used to put shit in the, you know what I'm saying, asbestos and all type of lead and shit in the toys and shit, bro. All of this shit that you see that these people producing on a mass scale for our enjoyment and entertainment is to actually kill us, or to make us docile, to make us slow or retarded. So y'all think about that, bro. If especially if you a youngin and you smoking a vape pen and you wearing earbuds, my gosh, bro, you frying your throat and your ears and your brain, bro. And motherfuckers wondering why shit going the way it is out here, bro. They creating these conditions, but I ain't want to hold y'all, man. Y'all have a beautiful rotation. It is organic vibes, man. It's a V to the V to the Y to the Z, and don't forget my old hoe. Oasis, man. It's organic vibes. We up in this bitch. Early grand risings. Getting to work. Um, we will have some 15-minute workout videos drop soon. Just you know, looking for a great location in a specific time. Cause you know the kids be coming out. Even I'm like, fucking kids should be in school right now. But the kids be out at the park and shit lately. So we looking for a location that we know the kids is just like adult land. You know, they ain't coming out there. I could do my thing and shit. So we gonna have some 15-minute challenges pop up. I am gonna drop the 100-minute the 100 push-ups too. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Oasis.